Hey everybody, welcome back. David Eon and the gorgeous Miss Lady Pop Punter. And if I look a little sweaty, it's because we've been working out. See, I'm still... I'm winded.
Yeah.
But we got some interesting stuff coming up, action figure-wise, to take a look at, including some interesting stuff with Mattel and a little controversy. I'm going to start off with Mattel this week.
Okay.
And Mattel is doing like these wrestler Masters of the Universe crossovers. Like right here you see, I guess, what's supposed to be Spike-Or / John Cena. And this is the concept art because they haven't made the figure yet.
It should have more spikes if it's going to be Spike-Or.
Well, that's Spike-Or's weapon. I think he's the only one that had a weapon like that, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, somebody can correct me.
And Spike-Or was purple.
That's true too, but that's Spike-Or's weapon.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's
That's a big midsection.
well, he's wearing armor. He's got battle
Oh, battle
damage.
armor.
But that's I guess that's Macho Man at Arms.
Oh, that's man.
Yeah, Macho Man at Arms.
Oh.
And Stridor as Rey Mysterio.
Stratos.
Or yeah, Stratos. Stridor was the horse, right?
Yeah.
I said it wrong. I don't know who that is.
Fisto.
Well, yeah, Fisto, but I don't know who the wrestler is.
Roman Reigns.
Is it?
I think so.
I can't remember.
I think that's
I don't know I don't know the modern ones too well.
I think that's Roman Reigns. I'm not sure.
As Fisto.
Mm-hmm.
The Rock as who knows. I don't know who that's supposed to be.
That's not he.
No, that's not He-Man, not with the mace.
No, I don't know who that is.
Terror Claws. That's the Terror Claws
Beastman.
armor on. Yeah,
That's
but
Beastman.
those are the Terror Claws hands from Skeletor's Terror Claws set.
I guess they're just mixing them all up.
Maybe.
Because that's Beastman.
Yeah, and then the Undertaker as who? That's Triclops' Baldric.
Yeah.
The weapon, I don't know who the weapon's for. What do you think of these?
I don't care for
You don't
him.
care for him?
Mm-mm.
You know who else doesn't care for him? And this is, I forget what they call these guys. The three wrestlers.
Oh, yeah.
But they made them as Manny faces.
Mm-hmm. So you turn them and you get the 3 heads?
Even though that one looks like the one from She-Ra, because there was a girl who did it on She-Ra.
Oh, okay.
Honestly. Because I guess because it's pink and
Blue.
like pastel blue.
Mm-hmm.
But you know who else is talking about it?
Who?
Is Wade Alexander.
Who's
Do you
that?
see these images?
Yeah.
There's a bit of a problem now with these. If anybody's heard about this, you see Macho Man at Arms there.
Yeah.
He did this. Wade Alexander is an artist who did these as fan art years ago, and these characters are being done by Mattel with no reference to Wade Alexander at all.
Uh-oh.
Particularly, it's obvious with the Macho Man at Arms there.
Yeah, and then the Underfaker.
Underfaker, He-Mania.
Yeah.
Brett the Merman Hart. I mean, these are cool.
I like those.
$1 Million Manny faces. Ram Bam Bigelow, Big Moss Man, Trap Jaw Jim Juggin. Randor Ramon with the razor around his neck. Brutus Beastcake. These are cool.
Yeah, I like that. Even as a poster. King Kong Bunny.
Andre the Gyclops. Honky Tonk Man Turnia. But this is the idea here is that this concept has been done and Mattel made no reference whatever to Wade Alexander, didn't talk to him, nothing. So now there's a question of are they stealing an artist's interpretation? So that we'll see what happens.
Somebody's gonna sue.
Mattel has got a really bad history, not trying to jab Mattel, but they've got a really bad history when it comes to lawsuits and sneaky deals, all the way back to Barbie. You know, Barbie, which is a stolen property. because it was built. It was from it was the Lily doll from a company called Build, and basically they took the doll. The doll had actual nipples. It was from in Europe. It was in France, I believe, and they basically took the doll, filed the nipples off, and then recast the mold and ripped it off, and they were tied up in lawsuit for years. But it goes on and on. Mattel is well known for this sort of thing. Well, we're going to jump out of that and take a look at Mezco. And Mezco has another Pennywise, a Living Dead doll Pennywise. What do you think of this one?
That one looks better than the others because the head is not gigantic.
Yeah.
But I'm still not into Living Dead.
His teeth look rotten, though.
Yeah. They're
popular.
Yeah. I'm just not into them.
And that's really it for Mezco, and I'm glad because I was worried because they crank out those 1/12 figures so often. Mm-hmm. It makes me nervous. Can't keep up with them. Well, we'll take a look at NECA.
Okay.
And there is your Wes Craven's New Nightmare Freddy, 8-inch Mego style figure with mixed media clothing.
What's the New Nightmare? It seemed like I heard about that, but I never saw it.
I don't know.
Wasn't it a movie they redid it?
Well, you know, it's been redone a couple times. I think they all have at this point. Yeah. But that's not Ron Englund. That's the other actor. And Green Lantern, Green Lantern versus Yellow Lantern Predator from NECA. And you get 2 heads so that you can make the Green Lantern an entirely different character.
Oh, okay.
As a 2-pack.
Oh, okay.
And if they're doing this, expect a lot of it from NECA now. Because you know they already had like the Aliens versus Batman that I showed last week, and before that was the Superman versus Predator. So they get some kind of agreement with DC now. I guess they're going to be mixing up all kinds of stuff. And that's it for NECA.
Okay.
May as well jump into Sideshow. And Sideshow is starting off with DC Collectibles is back on Sideshow again.
That's Ben Affleck.
Batman. Is it the Ben Affleck? It doesn't look like Ben Affleck.
Looks like it's not.
I think it's a artist rendition. Batman. $155.
That's not too bad.
Limited edition of 5,000. I don't know
That's
how
a big limited edition.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know how limited 5,000 is anymore. But yeah, limited edition of 5,000. Harley Quinn painted up to look almost metallic.
Yeah.
Really, she's shiny.
Yeah.
90 for Harley. Also limited to 5,000. And Bombshell's The Huntress, 130, also limited to 5,000.
The Batmobile.
Yep, this is the Iron Studios Batmobile. And it is a functional Batmobile in that all the panels open up. So you can expose the engine, you can open up the cockpit, it lights up inside. Wow. There's a lot going on. And it's about 1/12 scale size. 700. And if you really want to break the bank, you can get the whole diorama for 1,000. So he's on the platform, it comes with the Michael Keaton. You see the machine guns popped up on this one. You get a better idea of how it opens up. Die-cast metal from Iron Studios. I think it's die-cast. I have to double check that.
I just get the metal Batmobile
for $25.
And put it in front behind a Michael Keaton Batman statue.
Wow.
Go the cheap route.
That is pricey.
$1,000?
$1,000.
God, no.
Can't do it.
Heck no.
See, here's inside. That's the inside of the cockpit, just to give you an idea. Oh, I'm sorry, it's 1/10 scale, not 1/12.
Okay. So what the top comes off so you can look down.
It raises up.
Okay.
Yeah, it raises up, and the real Batmobile is that tight inside. You ever seen it like at a car show or something? It goes around to car shows. It is tight in there. It's like a dragster. Prints from Sideshow, and that is another alien print. Limited to 300. 95 in the tube, 260 matted and framed. Pay a lot for that matting and framing.
I know.
Another print, and this is Supergirl. 95 in the tube, 260 matted and framed, 300 printed on aluminum. I actually kind of like this one. It's got a 70s sort of vibe to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if an artist painted this in the 70s, this would what it would look like. So I kind of like it because of that, I think. Nostalgic for the time period. And this should have been with the DCs. It's out of order. This is also from DC Studios, and this is the half-size bust of the Red Sun Batman, a Russian version of Batman, basically. $99.
Where's his face?
It's the cowl.
Oh, it's just the.
It's just supposed to be the cowl.
Oh.
$99, limited edition of how many?
5,000. That's a big run.
Yeah, it is. Now this is fascinating to me. This is Ray Fokker from Robotech. You remember Robotech, people? The Macross saga? The original Robotech. Ray Fokker. This is a figure, okay? I don't know how articulated it is. In the cockpit. You see the size there next to the guy for scale. This is the VF 1S. The seats come out. It's got more than 50 light up panels.
Oh wow, look at the person on the TV.
Yeah, and the screen changes.
Oh.
The screen, that's his wife in the show. She's also basically the air traffic controller, but it switches out so that you can have like a targeting screen and all sorts of stuff like that. All the switches move. There's 50 light up features inside. The panels all open up. Everything. The ejector seat comes out. They tricked this thing all the way out.
Oh wow.
It's $1,400 though. $1,400, but I'm fascinated by the amount of detail that went into this. And of course it's just the cockpit because it is a jet. It's a jet that transforms like Transformers do.
So you don't get that whole ship?
You get what you see there.
I see a ship.
Yeah, that's the cockpit of a jet.
Oh, that's not the ship?
Yeah, that's not the whole jet. That's just the cockpit. I mean, if they did the whole jet, it probably would have cost 3 times as much. They also, and here's a close-up of his panel. See all the little switches and that they can slide up and down and all of his controls. It's fascinating. There's a lot of detail in this, especially if you grew up watching this classic anime like I did.
Excited.
And they also did Rick Hunter.
Who's that?
Rick Hunter is another major character on the show, and you see his panel is lit up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can see how it's lit up, and his has the screen instead of the faces of one of the characters, and another angle on the cockpit. It looks almost like a ship itself, you're right.
Yeah.
And he's in the VF-1J fighter craft. And just to show you here that the figures, they do come out. I don't know how articulated it is because it did not say. But and he looks like the anime character. That's what they looked like on the show, how they were drawn. I'm just really impressed with this. I like these, but $1,400 a piece, I can't do it.
No.
You know, it's a shame. But there's a lot of detail. I mean, you can even see the rivets in all of his panels.
Yeah.
Somebody went the people who sculpted this went through a lot of trouble, and they did good work. But that's it's just out of my price range. God. And this is from Soap Studios, and I really like this one.
That is pretty cool.
It is a vinyl of Tom having a Jerry sandwich, and I just think that is cool as hell, and it's 1-to-1 scale. You see the size there?
Yeah.
Are you ready for this? How much is it? $99.
That's it.
$99. I think this thing's amazing.
That is.
I love this thing. That is funny.
It'll be cool if you got a little tiny table and you put like condiments on it.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Put a little bottle of ketchup and stuff there.
Yeah.
I love this thing. This is hilarious.
It is. That's funny. And Jerry just in the sandwich.
In the sandwich, like, oh, here we go again. He's got that look on his face. I love this thing. It's funny. Now this is from Sideshow. Templar's Reign is what it's called. It's just a 1/10 scale statue, Templar's Reign, but he's got 3 heads.
Oh, okay.
There's the unmasked head.
Knights Templar.
Yes. He looks like he's in rough shape.
Nightfall.
I don't know if it's from Nightfall, but although that does kind of look like the one guy from
With
Nightfall.
the leg.
The guy who, the traitor.
Yeah, the leg.
And a zombie version, because zombies.
Yeah,
Templar's Reign. Templar's Reign might be a video game. I'm not sure, but this is $280.
Oh, okay.
And this is from Unruly Industries, and it's called Ghetto Blaster. Ghetto Blaster. I guess it's a nod to the 80s. Although that looks like, what's his name, Blaster from Transformers? The colors. Because the yellow tape deck and everything, yellow and red, that looks like the Blaster from Transformers. $120 for this one. Wolverine bust. Boy, his arms are thick.
Yeah.
Wolverine bust. $250
Yeah.
for the bust.
Usually bust costs over $1,000.
Well, 1-to-1 scale busts. But you see this one is like
true. A little tiny.
it's like a
bust.
quarter scale. And we're going to get out of Sideshow, if you can believe that. We're going to take a look. We're going back to Super 7 again. Super 7 has a Ninja Turtle run coming up. And these are the first 4 in the Ninja Turtle run. But they have, what, 5 total scheduled to be released in 2020?
Yeah.
And runs of groupings of 4. And this is, who is this one? Raphael. That's Raphael, all of his accessories, different hands, head, a communicator, slice of pizza, based on the animated series, I guess.
Yeah.
He's got a little rack with weapons. No idea the pricing on these. Keep in mind the Thundercats are going to be $45 a piece.
Yeah,
so,
and normally, like with the Masters of the Universe, they were like $25 a piece.
Yeah, the prices are going up at Super 7.
Yeah.
It's getting more expensive now. Articulation looks pretty good on them, though. Splinter. Not Shredder.
Yeah.
Splinter. Splinter. Look, he's got a baby turtle. That's cute.
And a little bonsai plant. Is that?
That's a cup of coffee.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, see steam coming out of a coffee
Oh,
mug.
I thought that was the tree.
And a bow and arrow and a stick, and this is cute. I like these, but I'm worried about their pricing now. Like I said, I don't know what they're charging for these. I just know that they went way up when they started the Thundercats.
Yeah.
Baxter Stockton with the little Krang robot and some of his accessories. And a foot soldier. A lot of options for the foot soldier there.
Yeah, a little weapon.
Yeah, a lot of equipment. And this is really fascinating. These I really like. How about movie accurate 7-inch Conan figures mixed media? Or is it mixed media or is that plastic?
Probably.
It's probably plastic. I don't remember the names of the henchmen, but that's a good likeness. That's a good likeness of one of the 2 main henchmen. I hope they do the James Earl Jones. See, there's the other henchman with the hammer. James Earl Jones in an interview, I saw him in an interview where he said that they asked him what his absolute favorite film was that he's ever acted in, and he said it was Conan because of how well written it was.
It wasn't Lion King?
No, it was Conan. And Arnold.
Conan.
Yeah, Arnold himself. Which again, I don't think movie accurate figures of these have ever really been done. And if you think that he looks exaggerated with his muscles, remember he was that freaking big at the time. He was Mr. Olympia.
Yeah.
No, he was that big. But I really like these. I hope they don't charge an arm and a leg for him.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. And that leaves us with Funko. And we start off with Funko's Wednesday edition, which is the Funko Shop rainbow version of the Bigfoot. So another repaint for Bigfoot. Yeah. It blends well, the rainbow, but...
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Gandalf on the eagle. This one, Gandalf escaped from the tower. guess it's a pop ride.
And you know exactly the scene that came from.
Everybody knows that scene.
Nobody knows that.
He jumped off the tower and landed on the top of a giant eagle. I mean, Gladiator.
Oh, the movie.
Yeah, Russell Crowe. No, not Russell Crowe.
I don't know. I didn't
Who was
see
it?
Gladiator. I think Russell Crowe was in it though. I don't know, but still, Gladiator.
I might be saying the wrong actor, but yeah, Gladiator. And it's like, oh.
Who's that? Oh no, that's an exclusive.
Yeah, an exclusive and an FYE in a Funko shop, I guess. Another Game of Thrones.
They're out to get him.
Yeah, little diorama there. Zombies breaking the door down or whatever. We don't know. We didn't watch the show. I know, sacrilege. Everybody's like, yeah, you need to watch it. Another Game of Thrones. Box lunch exclusive. And I do not know who she is. That is the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers.
Oh, Jeepers Creepers. I like that movie. It was stupid, but it was kind of scary, though.
Well, a lot of those movies, that's about how it is. It's stupid, but it's kind of fun stupid or interesting stupid. But yeah, there's the Creeper. You might need that for your horror collection.
No, I'm not getting anything.
Uh-huh. She's having Funko withdrawal.
Yeah. Okay.
There's your first look at the Mandalorian, which is going to be a TV series, I think. And it's the D23 Expo exclusive. The Mandalorian.
Look like Boba Fett.
Yeah, that's what Boba Fett is, a Mandalorian.
Oh.
Miles Morales, PX Previews exclusive. Another Miles Morales.
Who's Miles Morales?
Another rendition of Spider-Man.
Oh. Who's that?
Funko Shop exclusive ice cream cones.
Oh, ice cream.
Mr. Sprinkles. And there were 3, and you have to buy all 3 at once. Oh. So it's one of those deals. Mr. Sprinkles, and this is from their Fantastic Plastics line.
Cupcakes. Oh, ice cream cones.
Ice cream cones. You must really want a cupcake.
No.
Jumanji. And there's 2 versions of Barnes & Noble exclusive holding a knife. Robin Williams.
It's the same one, it's just that he's holding it.
Yeah, they changed the arm on one for Barnes & Noble. And yeah, changed the arm, got an exclusive. Bigfoot Pez.
Scooby-Doo.
Scrappy-Doo.
Oh, Scrappy-Doo.
Scrappy-Doo Funko Shop exclusive.
Scrappy-Doo.
This was yesterday's, Friday's release. Puppy Power.
Everybody hated Scrappy-Doo.
Yeah, they did.
Annoying.
They emphasized that in the movie. When they did the live action Scooby-Doo. I don't know if you saw it.
No.
Spoiler alert. Scrappy was the villain.
Oh, he was the villain.
They got sick of him, and they did a flashback. They got sick and tired of him, and put him out on a desert highway, and just drove off and left him.
Oh.
And so he sought revenge on them. So he turned out to be the villain.
That's probably funny.
The movie is funny. The first one was pretty good. I don't know about the second one, but the first one was really good. Speed Racer.
I remember Speed Racer.
Yeah, it's one of the original animes. Old school, like 70s anime. And there's a chase, obviously, you see there, and a pop ride. That pop ride's kind of cool, just because of the nostalgia of the Speed Racer vehicle. And then, of course, there's Racer X. Tombstone. It's a movie.
Yeah,
I think it's a movie, right?
I think so. I remember the name.
With a couple of exclusives, Walmart and Target. And that's it for Funko.
Oh, that's not so bad.
No. Anything you like?
No.
Really?
I like that Batman, but I'm
not
the
Batmobile. $1,000. I know.
I'm not getting that.
I know.
Other than that,
She's a sucker for the Michael Keaton Batman.
Yeah.
She likes that series. I kind of like the Mr. Sprinkles, the ice cream cones.
Are you serious?
Yeah, well, I mean, they look interesting. They look interesting. I really do like the Super 7 Conans. I like those. Hopefully they won't be much. I like the Tom and Jerry.
That Tom and Jerry
That was
pretty
hilarious.
good,
And the Robotech Macross dioramas. But the price range on those is so freaking high.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It is. And the wrestlers are interesting in that it's different, but then I'm just wondering what's going to happen with poor Wade Alexander.
Yeah.
And where they're at with him, because if I was Wade, I'd be a little upset too. You know, it's like, hey man, this is my I drew these. You're not even going to acknowledge it.
Yeah, but Mattel one does look like drastically different.
It's not that different. They still, I mean, the Man at Arms is a direct ripoff. The Macho Man at Arms it's almost the same thing. So I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I think he has a legitimate argument. But what did you see? Did you see anything you liked? Tell us about it in the comment section down below. Let us know what caught your eye. Please do give the video a thumbs up if you got something out of it. Share it if you can. Subscribe if you're new. Check out some of our other videos because we do a lot more than just a weekly roundup. Find us on Instagram, Open by Chance on Instagram. I do actually post photos there from time to time. I try to.
Yeah.
I try to. Instagram's very slow going.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye.
The heat is swelling in you now. Use it. I am unarmed. Strike me down with it. Give in to your anger.